wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Quarterback in the shotgun.
Is this Santa Monica's first game?
It's going to be a quick flip out to the running back. Looking for space and not going to find it. Great open field tackle there by number 11, Justin Revels. Had that play sniffed out. It is a loss of 4. We'll bring up 3rd down.
3-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 at the 15. Venice has not been able to generate a yard of offense to this point against the Santa Monica defense. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and 15. 4 wide receivers.
Well, they need me to run the ball. They need me in the corner. I'm 5, bro. Look at me.
The shotgun. He's still under pressure. He flips it out to his running back.
Oh, yeah.
His first man.
Come on, offense. Come on.
Able to break a couple
Yeah.
Before being dragged down by number 13, Brandon Valdivinos. It is a pickup of 6. It'll be well short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th and
7-yard
9.
gain on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 9 off the 21-yard line.
4th and 9 from the 21. Let's see what Venice elects to do.
There's a lot of Santa Monica kids here, huh?
A lot of them are Venice kids that just retarded when they don't know this is the home phone.
Yeah.
Because I see one of the kids get
Yeah, I saw, there's a friend of mine called Mo, or I call her Mo. Or sometimes I call her Mary Jane. And she sat over there.
4th and 9.
Why is that dude
This
over there?
appears to be setting up in punt
That
formation.
kid, he's not playing.
Skyden Bobo Gunther set deep
Hey
to
Max, what
receive.
is
Gunther is counting players.
what's his name?
11.
The long hair.
Gets the kick away. It is short.
Oh.
It is spiraling toward the sideline. It takes a Santa Monica backs and down to the 30-yard line. So it ends up being a 12-yard punt.
30-yard line.
Santa Monica will take over in excellent field position again.
For the
1st and
Vikings.
10 at the 30. With 8 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Vikings leading 6-0.
Maybe Venice. Yeah, varsity did lose. They were talking shit to us, huh? Remember when we were running? And they said something to us?
Like, what are y'all doing wrong?
What are y'all
Y'all didn't say much. Like, didn't they get...
Oh yeah, they're
So
like,
Ivan
what are you
Levant.
running?
They got
They must be doing something.
Ivan Levant stays in at quarterback.
They're just some kids are talking.
Skyden Bobo Gunther set up to the far
Some kid
side.
got
Charles
water
Craving
without-
now on the far side. Ray Gilbert, Bobo Gunther here on the near side. Tight end is Carlos Melcher. Caden McCallum at the running back position.
Yeah, so
Gilbert goes in
Gondo's on
motion. They
defense.
fake to give to him, and McCallum looking for
Come on,
space.
get his ass.
Bouncing to the outside. Trying to break tackles and not able to do so. Good swarming defense by Venice. A loss of 1.
They need to get it at. They need to like.
Bro, that's good though that he pulled on. Like, always hold
Loss
on.
of a yard on the play.
Bro, and
2nd and 11
Yeah.
for Samo.
2nd down, 11 yards to go.
Let's go Gondos.
Levant stays in at quarterback, and Bobo Gunther and Ray Gilbert here on the near side. McCallum is the running
What?
back.
go down here.
For what?
Y'all don't have to. Y'all don't have to.
Charles Craving set out to the far side. Levant from the shotgun. Drops back, looking for Craving, has him. Right up at about the 25-yard line. Not much more happening after that. It's a 6-yard gain.
Pass complete.
It'll bring up
6-yard gain on the
3rd and
play.
5.
That'll bring up 3rd and 5 off the 25-yard line.
Good thing I didn't put another ball. Because I'm not playing.
What?
Because I'm not playing.
So 3rd down, 5 yards to go. 3 wide receivers. Ray Gilbert goes in motion, and they give it to him on a quick flip, and he's got a little bit of space. Breaks the first tackle. Knocked out of bounds up at about the 13-yard line. That was a pickup of 12 and good enough for a first down. Timeout.
Taken by Venice.
Taken by Venice with 6 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. The score, Santa Monica Vikings 6 and Venice Gondoliers 0. Is the sound working? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get my little.
We can do something after. I'll give you money.
Wait, yo. He's wearing his pants.
So first and 10, Santa Monica at the 12-yard line. Levant rolls near side, looking upfield, firing for the corner of the end zone, through the hands of Skyden Bobo Gunther.
Passing complete.
Incomplete pass brings up second down.
Ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the offensive line of the Vikings, giving Levant time and rolling against his body. A good throw into the corner of the end zone, but a little too tall for his freshman receiver. Will bring up second down. Bobo Gunther and Ray Gilbert set up here to the near side. Charles Craven to the far side, and Justin Revels is the running back to the left of Ivan Levant. From the shotgun, puts Gilbert in motion, fakes the flip, and gives it to his running back Revels, who powers his way forward for about 6 yards. Bring up third down.
7-yard gain on the play.
They're going to give him 7 yards. It'll bring
Third
him
and
to
three.
3rd and 3 from the 6.
Ball at the 6-yard line.
3-yard line is the line to make for a first down. The Vikings are 6 yards away from a touchdown. On third down, Levant with Caden McCallum in at running back. Bobo Gunther and Gilbert set up here to the near side, and Charles Craving to the far side. Gilbert goes in motion. They fake the give. It's Caden McCallum up the middle. Wrestled down at about the 3. He's going to be right around the first down marker. They're going to say he's maybe a yard short. So they'll say it was a 2-yard gain.
Fourth
Bring
and
up
2.
decision time from the Santa Monica
4-yard line.
coaching staff on 4th and 1. Inside the 5, this is a pretty easy decision. They'll go for it.
One more stop.
Fourth down, 1 yard to go from the 4-yard line. Levant goes under center now. Bobo Gunther in tight. McCallum's the running back. They give to him. He's powering forward, pushing the line forward, and appears to have enough for the first down. Going to be about a yard short of the end zone. He does a pickup of 3.
First down, Vikings.
And a first down for the Vikings. Caden McCallum with some good inside tough running. Nice job by the interior of the offensive line, giving him some space and everybody pushing forward to get that first down. So Santa Monica will stay in the jumbo formation with Bobo Gunther in tight. They're going to stay with McCallum on the ground. Levant's trying to push him forward. He's very close, and they're going to say he's in. Touchdown, Samo High. That's a 1-yard touchdown run for Caden McCallum. First of his frosh soft season. The Vikings extend their lead to 12-0. Took a team effort to get that 1 yard. Saw the entire offensive line pushing forward, even the quarterback Ivan Levant helping out, pushing his running back in. Now Diego Johnson will try the extra point. It's a bad snap. It's fumbled there. So the extra point fails.
Extra point attempt is no good.
Samo lead stays at 12-0 with 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first quarter.
They said the live stream doesn't look good, but I'm recording.
Okay.
So
Let's
we were a little late, but
Yeah.
sorry, I just haven't used this technology since the last.
Diego Johnson, end over end kick, fielded about the 14 fumble, recovered at about the 16 by Venice, and they'll take over there 1st and 10. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Vikings leading 12-0.
Gondos. Ball at the 17-yard line.
Good kick. They didn't make any more mistakes after that.
I know, like, give me
So Venice sets up with 3 wide receivers to the near side and 1 to the far side. Quarterback from the shotgun drops back. Quick out to the near side. Looking for number 23, and that pass falls incomplete.
Pass incomplete. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 17-yard line.
Oh, his Gondos went out. No, I don't. Yeah, I think they did.
So 2nd and 10,
They got a lot more
and
players.
a 16-yard line.
Yeah, we're on our.
High formation for Venice rather, and the quarterback keeps it. Looking for space, not going to find it. Good tackle there by number 34, Carlos Melcher. It is a pickup of 1.
2-yard gain on the play.
Pick up 3rd down.
They said I could play.
3rd and 8.
That's why I was like texting them and I
They'll give him 2 yards on that gain and say it's 3rd down and 8.
said, yeah, I suppose. I was like, I don't have a jersey. And he was like, we'll go get a jersey. And I was like, alright. And then I found a jersey, and it was number 23.
Is that your number?
No. There's already a number 23.
So 3rd and 8, 3 wide receivers.
No. And then the
H-back and a running back. It's the quarterback in the shotgun. Rolls. Flips it out to his running back. Looking for space. Not going to find it. Number 77, Alex Ben, was the first one there in on the tackle. With help from number 34, Carlos Melcher. And we'll bring up 4th down and a punt situation for Venice.
4th and long for the Gondos.
Fourth down, 12 yards to go. Looks like Venice is going to go for it. Or at least set up to go for it. Let's see if they quick kick. Quarterback in the shotgun. Flags before the play.
Penalty
We have a
flag.
false start on Venice. That'll send them back 5 yards.
False start. Called against Venice.
Bring up 4th and
5-yard
17.
penalty. Still 4th down.
Fourth and 17 at the 10-yard line. Now Venice will set up in punt formation, and Skyden Bobo Gunther goes deep for the Vikings. Punt is end over end. It's going toward the sideline. It takes a Viking bounce. It's picked up by Caden McCallum, who's able to actually get a couple of yards before he is knocked out at about the
Samuel returns to the
17-yard line.
17-yard line. First down, Vikings.
It's about a 15-yard punt and a 2-yard return from McCallum. And a timeout taken by Venice. That's their second of the half. We'll do the same with 1 minute and 17 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Vikings leading 12-0.
Timeout taken by Venice. That's their second timeout of the half. They have one remaining.
So I'm getting feedback from Paul.
Huh?
I'm getting feedback from
What's he saying?
it's just really blurry. And like it's weird, like on my screen it looks good.
Right, it's just coming through this.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. When,
But the audio
when you
problem.
guys need to do a hotspot. Buy us
Huh?
a hotspot. I said someone needs to get us a hotspot.
I'm kind of trying to look into like how much is a hotspot. It's hard to tell.
It is. So I did a speed test.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, that was a nice snap by Kaden. The guy holder just had it and then just like
The second one bounced.
did it.
The first one was okay.
The first one was good, but the second guy, it's really hard for me to like watch the game.
Yeah, but now you have Caden. See, now you have Caden's touchdown on film.
Yes.
Right? That's why you need the recorded version. So
Yeah.
you have highlights for your kid. He's making plays.
I forgot how to do it. Our upload speed is 19 megabytes here. I don't understand.
Really?
27 megabytes here on the computer.
Yeah, because they're all coming. See, they all left me. That's why they're coming.
Finally got a brain.
It's 24 megabytes per second. That should be good.
So Ivan Levant stays a quarterback. He has Bubble Gunther and Ray Gilbert set up to the near side. McCallum's the running back, and he swings out, and he's looking for McCallum. We have whistles that appear to be before the snap.
Penalty flags on the field.
It's going to be a
Dead ball. Legal substitution.
illegal
Pelican
substitution
Sambo.
on the Vikings. It's a 5-yard penalty. Maybe the Vikings didn't have enough players on the line of scrimmage. So marching back 5 yards. We'll
That'll be a
repeat first
5-yard
down.
penalty. Still first down.
First and 15 at the 20-yard line.
They should do more of that. They should continue this.
First and 15 from the 20. McCallum's the running back. Bobo Gunther and Ray Gilbert to the near side. Charles Craving to the far side. Carlos Melcher's the tight end. Ivan Levant in the shotgun. Puts Gilbert out to the far side. Bobo Gunther is the lone receiver here to the near side. He's looking his way, now looks the other way. Rolls with time, plenty of time. Heaves it to the end zone for Gilbert. And he has it. Touchdown, Samuel High. Is that from the 20? You think, right?
I think so, yeah.
20-yard touchdown pass from Ivan Levant. Ray Gilbert. Second touchdown throwing for Levant. Second touchdown receiving for Gilbert. The Vikings will go for two. We have 3 wide receivers to the far side. 1 to the near side. Bubba Gunther's the lone receiver here to the near side. Caden McCallum sets up a running back, and Levant drops, quick, looking, now rolling, looking for time, looking for receivers, flips it to his man, Charles Craving. The 2-point conversion is good. Nice little sidearm pass there from Ivan Levant, showing all the different passing angles. And the Vikings extend their lead to 20-0. 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
We're up to 8 viewers.
So Ivan Levant with 2 touchdown passes. Ray Gilbert with 2 touchdown receptions. Caden McCallum with a touchdown rushing.
Oh yeah.
The Vikings taking advantage of short fields on all three of these drives, able to cash all three of their first drives in for touchdowns. Now Diego Johnson set to kick off with the wind at his back. I'd say it's probably in the neighborhood of 5 to 10 miles out. 5 to 10 mile an hour wind, but picking up a little bit. Johnson's done a nice job of putting his kickoff deep and setting Venice up in bad field position.
They have a very
End over end kick. It's another good kick. It bounces at the 10 and it's fielded at the 5. Venice comes to the near side, looking for space, cuts it back. Not going to find it. Number 15, Skyden Bobo Gunther is the first man to meet him. A host of other Viking tacklers.
Penalty flags thrown after the play.
And we have penalty flags after the play.
Players on the sideline, leaving the sideline.
So let's check the flag. Ball's at the 15. Referees sent both teams over to their respective benches.
Oh, classes got out.
I've been out.
No, it's not. It's 3:37. Classes got out. That's crazy.
Sorry, man.
Hey, how are you doing? Are you getting any shade right there? Got
See if we can go over there.
I got it off.
When the game's over, let's go see what he's talking about. I can bring the wrench. We'll bring a wrench to open. Let's walk over there after the game.
Okay.
By the way, when I'm recording, I'm actually recording the. I'm recording,
I'm off.
I know, but I'm recording the MacBook. It didn't switch to that for the recording. So I'm gonna change it at halftime. Actually, what I'll do is I'll stop now.
So Venice takes its third and final timeout of the first half with 11 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the second quarter. Are you working from home tomorrow or are you at work? So Venice takes over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line as we change ends. Our first action of the day on the west end of this field here on the campus of Venice High School. Quarterback drops, looking over the middle, tipped, falls incomplete. Skyden Bobo Gunther in on the pass defense. Host of Vikings around the ball, but no one able to come down with it. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Pass was incomplete. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 15-yard line.
Hey, what's up, brother?
I think it was mine. Yes, it was, because I should have been playing, but I just got the wrong
So 2nd down, 10 yards to go for Venice.
He said, I
From the 15. 2 wide receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Lone running back. Goes in motion. Now we have flags before the snap. So that running back in motion may have caused a false start. Bring Venice back 5 yards.
Called against Venice, 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Bring up 2nd and 15. Second and 15 at the 10-yard line. Our counting players on the Venice side. Santa Monica shifts their defense as the 12th player comes off for Venice. Quarterback is a low snap, picks it up, rolling. Now he's under pressure and he throws it to the near sideline. Incomplete. Well defended there by number 5, Caden McCallum. So it looked like for a moment the quarterback was able to make that connection, but McCallum was there to break it up. So it'll bring up 3rd and 15. So Venice sets up with 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and the quarterback stays in the shotgun, puts his wide receiver in motion, takes the snap, rolls out under pressure, rolls to the near side. Flags are down behind the play. Quarterback runs out of bounds at about the 12. Those 2 flags behind the play are in the neighborhood of holding. There's a pickup of about 2 yards. Let's see if Santa Monica, let's see what the penalty is first, and then whether or not Santa Monica decides to accept it. So holding is the call. Santa Monica declines the holding, and it'll bring up 4th and long. 4th and 15 from the 10-yard line. So Venice just not able to generate their offense. The Santa Monica defense has been really tough defending the pass with an interception and a pass breakup. And now Venice sets up in punt formation, and Skyden Bobo Gunther is set up at the 35-yard line of Venice. It's a low snap, it's fielded, and it's a high kick. Coming toward the sideline, it takes a Venice bounce and goes out of bounds at about the 43. So it is a 27-yard punt. It's the best punt of the day for Venice. But Santa Monica takes over once again inside Venice territory, this time at the 43-yard line. With 9 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the first half. Santa Monica has had 3 drives. They have converted all 3 for touchdowns with a 2-point conversion. And 20 points, and Ivan Levant stays in at quarterback. He has Carlos Melcher as his tight end. Charles Craving set up here to the near side. Ray Gilbert and Skyden Bobo Gunther, all freshman receivers, set up to the far side. They're going to give it to the running back, Justin Revels. He breaks the first tackle, powering his way forward, still keeping the legs turning, all the way up to the 34-yard line. That is a pickup of 8 tough yards for Justin Revels. Looked like he may have been stopped even behind the line of scrimmage or right at the line of scrimmage. He was able to shed that first tackle, pick up 8 yards, and call it 9 yards actually. We'll make it 2nd and 1 as Levant goes to the hurry up with 3 wide receivers. He's going to stay on the ground with Revels. This time he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and nowhere to go. It's a loss of 3. And it'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Third down.
So 3rd down, 4 yards to go from the 37-yard line. Revels stays in at running back. Bobo Gunther and Ray Gilbert set out to the far side. Charles Craving here to the near side. Levant puts Gilbert in motion. Rolls to the far side with space and time and a man. Bobo Gunther, it's too tall for him. Looks like Levant had space if he wanted to keep it, but he saw his man, Skyden Bobo Gunther, downfield. Pass sailed over his head and brings up 4th down.
He thinks it's not that bad because we see it.
So the Vikings will keep their offense on the field. They bring in number 13, Brandon Valdivinos, at tight end. Craving set up here to the near side. Gilbert and Bobo Gunther to the far side. And Levant puts Ray Gilbert in motion and rolls with space and time. Sets up, flips it to his man, Justin Revels. He's got space to run. He's collared down at about the 15-yard line. It'll be good enough for a 1st down. So Ivan Levant to his running back, Justin Revels, brings up 1st down. Nice job of patience there by Ivan Levant. Rolling the pocket, looking to the 2nd level, seeing it wasn't there, and finding his check down man, Justin Revels, who was able to turn it into a big gain and another 1st down. The Vikings are showing good balance on the ground and through the air.
Also, guys, another reminder, the varsity game will be played tomorrow at 7 p.m. here at Watson Field.
So Levant brings the offense up, 1st down, 10 yards to go from the 15 of Venice. Bobo Gunther and Ray Gilbert set out to the far side. Charles Craving to the near side. Valdivinos is the tight end. And Justin Revels is the running back with Levant from the shotgun. Puts Gilbert in motion. Goes instead to Revels, who bounces off a tackle, cuts it back inside, looking for the end zone. He's going to be short. He stopped at about the 2. It's good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 12.
First and goal for Santa Monica.
And the Vikings are knocking on the door once again. They're actually going to say he got down to the 1 yard line. So give him 13 yards on the carry and first and goal. So first and goal to go at the 1. Revel stays in at running back. Ivan Levant from the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Gilbert, Bobo Gunther, and Ray Gilbert. Levant puts Gilbert in motion. Keeps it. Looking for the far side. Getting a block from Bobo Gunther. And into the end zone, but it's going to be a flag on Santa Monica, I believe, on the block. It's a block in the back on Skyden, well, on the Santa Monica Vikings. So wipe out the 1 yard gain and the touchdown and march them back 10 yards. And it's still first down. So first and goal at the 11 yard line.
I hope you hand sanitize.
3 wide receivers, 4 wide receivers, and 1 running back. As Levant rolls the pocket, looking upfield, looking for Gilbert. He has him. He's looking for space. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 8 yard line. Bring up second and goal. Sorry, at the 5 yard line. So it's a pickup of 6. Bring up second down, goal to go from the 5 yard line. As we go under 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the second half. 3 wide receivers. 1 running back, 1 tight end. It's a handoff to Revels. He's looking for the end zone. He's being held up, and he's in. Touchdown, Samoa. That's a 5 yard rushing touchdown for Justin Revels. And the Vikings lead bulges to 26-0. So leading by 26, the Vikings will bring on the extra point unit. Diego Johnson is the kicker. Ray Gilbert's the holder. And Caden Green is the snapper.
I'm not playing right. I'm not playing today. I'm not. You asked what team I'm on.
Snap, ball down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half, score now is the Santa Monica Vikings 27 and the Venice Gondoliers 0. So they're going to a running clock here in the first half with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Diego Johnson will be kicking into a slight breeze, end over end kick. Bounces at the 25, picked up there. Looking for blocks, not going to find them. That is number 3, Charles Craving, and number 19. Let's see, was that 19? 19, Landon Cosmore on the tackle. Flag comes in after the play.
Penalty flags thrown after the play. Dead ball. Personal foul. Called against Santa
It's a
Monica.
dead ball personal foul against the Vikings. So Venice will get 15 yards from the spot of the foul, from the spot of the, rather where the play ended. And it moves it up to the 42-yard line. So Venice will start off with their best field position of the day. 1st and 10 at their own 42, trailing 27-0.
First and 10 for the Gondos, called the 43-yard line.
Four wide receivers, 1 running back for Venice. Quarterback drops. Looking over the middle. Up high, incomplete. Had his man for a moment. Pass was a bit too tall. Stops the clock. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. Actually, the clock continues to run as we are in a running clock.
Yeah, good thing you're on that side. I would have made fun of you.
Situation with 1:30 to go in the first half. Venice, 2nd and 10. 4 wide receivers. One running back. Quarterback drops back to pass. Looking over the middle again. That one's going to be intercepted. Skyden Bobo Gunther picks it off at the 35. Brought down there. And Santa Monica has their 2nd turnover of the game.
First and 10 for Santa Monica, ball at the 36-yard line.
Their 2nd interception of the game. So let's see what the Santa Monica offense can do with 50 seconds to go here in the first half. And the clock is running. We're now under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Probably time for one play. Bobo Gunther sets up here to the near side. Levant with Caden McCallum as his running back, and 3 wide receivers set out to the far side. Vikings won't get the play off. And the first half ends. So halftime, we've reached halftime from Venice High School, where the score is the Santa Monica Vikings 27 and the Venice Gondoliers 0. Glad you're joining us on YouTube Live. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half of this one. All right, the start of the second half. Venice will be kicking off from left to right, east to west. Number 19, Landon Cosmore. And number, I can't tell if it's 33 or 23. It looks like 33. Jared Longsworth deep. Venice kicks off from their 40. It's end over end. It's fielded by Theo Nasons Dowling. Puts his head down, looking for the sideline. Wrestled down about the 42-yard line. So 10-yard return from Nason's Dowling. And the Vikings will take over 1st and 10, the 42. New quarterback for the Vikings to start the second half. It is number 4, Alessandro Nelson. So very efficient first half for Ivan Levant, and he turns the second half over to Alessandro Nelson with Caden McCallum in the backfield. Charles Craving is the receiver to the near side. Bobo Gunther and Ray Gilbert set out to the far side, and Carlos Melcher stays in at tight end. Nelson puts Gilbert in motion. It's a high snap. They throw it forward. It's fielded by Ray Gilbert, so they're going to say it was a fumble that is going to be recovered and advanced by Ray Gilbert. It's going to end up being a 12-yard gain. They were trying that shovel pass. It hit the ground. They're going to say it was a fumble. Advanced by the Vikings for a first down. So up to the 45-yard line. 3 wide receivers. Gilbert goes in motion again. They fake the give to him and give it to Caden McCallum. Trying the far side. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage and pushes his way forward for a yard. Bring up 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9 from the 44-yard line of Venice. Nelson at quarterback with Caden McCallum to his left. Bobo Gunther and Ray Gilbert set out here to the far side, near side rather, and it's a give to McCallum, who spins his way forward up to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4. Bring up 3rd down. A tough inside run in from Caden McCallum. Brings up 3rd and 5. Charles Craving sets out here to the near side. McCallum stays in at running back. Melcher is the tight end to the near side, and Bobo Gunther and Ray Gilbert are the receivers to the far side of the field. First drive of the second half for the Vikings, and Nelson drops back. Looking out, not able to make the connection with Ray Gilbert. Pass falls incomplete. They'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings are in plus territory, so they will keep the offense on the field. And try to pick up this first down. On 4th and 5. Charles Craving and Ray Gilbert and Bobo Gunther set up trip formation to the near side. 1 tight end and 1 running back is Caden McCallum. So 3 wide receivers. Nelson looks this way, rolls this way, under heavy pressure, and dragged down. That is a loss of 15 yards on the sack. There's a flag. So it stops the clock, and let's check the flag. It's a hold, which Venice will decline. And Venice takes over on downs. So that is a big 15-yard loss on the sack. And Venice will start off in Santa Monica territory for the first time today with 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Venice trailing 27-0. So Venice gets their 11th man out on the field and sets up with 3 wide receivers. Quarterback from the shotgun, drops back to pass. Looking over the middle, able to make the connection for a pickup of 3 before being wrestled down there by Carlos Melcher. It's a pickup of 2 yards and brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Ball for 43 yards on.
Melcher, Valdivinos, and Revels are the linebackers. They're doing a good job today. It's a little option play for Venice. They flip it out to the outside, looking for space, not able to find it. Really good open field tackle. I think number 10, Ray Gilbert. Number 11, Justin Revels, in on the tackle. That is going to be a loss of 4 yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 12 yards to go. We come 3rd and 12 as we come under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Clock's been running from the start of pretty much the middle of the 2nd quarter. 3 wide receivers for Venice to the near side, 1 to the far side. Quarterback under center. Fakes the handoff and rolls to his near side. Looking for a man, looking for a block, not able to get it. Throws it out of bounds, but they're going to say, incomplete. Or are they going to say well, let's see what the call is. I mean, he was throwing it to his bench, but they're going to say an incomplete pass, and it'll stay 4th down, 4th and 12. Good job by the Sambo defensive line chasing that quarterback down.
4th and 13 for the Gondos.
Brings up 4th down, 4th and 12 at the 47-yard line. The 35-yard line is the yard to make, and the quarterback gives it to his running back, who's going to try the middle of the field and not get anything. Big 51, Angel Lamelli in on the tackle.
Turnover on downs.
It is a pickup
1st down, Santa Monica.
of 1 yard and a turnover on down. So a real nice job by the Samo defense, particularly the defensive line on that drive, holding Venice to minimal yardage and turning the ball over to their offense. 1st and 10 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Vikings leading 27-0. Alessandro Nelson is the quarterback. New running back is Carlos Melcher. 3 wide receivers. Gilbert comes in motion, and it's a false start. Whistles before the snap. It's a false start on the Vikings, so march them back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. And now a timeout taken by Venice. So we'll stop the clock with 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the Vikings leading 27-0. So first down, 15 yards to go for the Vikings. Nelson's the quarterback. And he drops back to pass with time going up top. Looking for his man, it's out of his reach. That is number 16, Jackson Wolf. Running free down the far sideline. Nelson's pass is a little too tall. And it'll bring up second down. So Wolf stays in at receiver on the far side and 3 wide receivers to the near side. And Nelson under pressure, steps up, looking, trying to find space, but not able to find it. Sacked back at the 35-yard line. 36-yard line. We'll bring up third down. Third and 20 now. The 37-yard line. So Melcher stays in at running back. Nelson, Craving, and Bobo Gunther are the receivers here to the near side, and Jackson Wolf to the far side. Nelson takes a low snap, picks it up, under pressure, and brought down. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a loss of 7. It'll bring up fourth down.
You were so obsessed with filters. Oh my god.
So this will be the first punt
He was obsessed with filters.
for the Vikings. Fourth down, 25 yards to go.
Oh yeah, we put makeup on Philip.
Diego Johnson is the punter. And a timeout is taken.
Look at beautiful things.
They're going to put 10 seconds on the clock. Timeout was taken by Santa Monica. 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And the Vikings leading 27-0. This is the first time the Vikings have had an opportunity to punt. A little bit of confusion as to who should be on the field, but they've got it squared away, and Diego Johnson steps back, ready to punt this way away. It's a high snap. He's under pressure, and it's blocked. It's blocked, and it's still loose. So Venice is going to take over in good field position. That is the end of the third quarter. They are going to say it was recovered at about the 22-yard line. So a blocked punt recovered by Venice. And the Gondoliers will take over with their best field position of the day when we come back for the start of the fourth quarter. Venice High School, the score, the Santa Monica Vikings 27 and the Venice Gondoliers 0. So they're going to say actually at the 15-yard line is where this ball was recovered. Venice starts off 1st and 10 inside the red zone. This is their first time being in the red zone today. Let's see if the Santa Monica defense can hold them out and preserve the shutout. The clock starts running at the start of the fourth quarter. And a timeout is taken by Venice. They had a little confusion as to who should be on the field, so we'll take a timeout. Actually, they're going to say no timeout. We'll run the clock and get this play off. 1st and 10, the 15-yard line. One wide receiver set out here to the near side. 2 tight ends. An I formation. It's a fumbled snap. The ball's on the ground. Looks like it was recovered by Venice. So the fumbled snap, they actually gain a couple yards. 1 yard to be exact. They'll bring up 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 at the 14. Faked handoff, rolls, looking and just throws it away. Good pressure there by big number 77, Alex Bem. As the quarterback did a nice job throwing that ball away and avoiding the sack. But it brings up 3rd and 9. As Venice gets set with 3 wide receivers, 1 running back, 1 tight end, with a shotgun. Quarterback looking, pumps, now going over the middle. Too tall for his receiver. That was the free safety, Skyden Bobo Gunther in on coverage. And it brings up 4th down.
4th down for the Gondoliers.
And now we have a timeout taken by Venice with 8 minutes, 59 seconds to go in the game. And the Vikings leading 27-0. So 4th down, 9 yards to go. Venice sets up with 2 running backs, an H-back, 1 wide receiver. The quarterback rolls, drops, looking for the corner of the end zone. Pass falls incomplete. Ray Gilbert in on coverage. And it is a turnover on downs with 8 minutes, 25 seconds to go. In the 4th quarter, the Vikings have the ball and a 27-0 lead. Vikings defense up to the test. Venice's first time in the red zone. Now it appears we got a fresh set of Vikings coming into the game. So we'll give you their numbers. Alessandro Nelson stays at a quarterback, and Caden McCallum is the running back. Landon Cosmore, receiver to here to the near side. Brady Dedamore and Charles Craving are the receivers to the far side. Nelson puts Craving in motion, takes the handoff, now gives it to McCallum, who bounces off the first tackle and grinds his way up to the 27-yard line. That is a 12-yard gain for Caden McCallum. And a first down. Caden McCallum with some good inside out running. A nice job by the offensive line creating holes for the tailback. McCallum stays in the game. Landon Cosmore is the receiver to the near side. Dedamore and Craving are the receivers to the far side, and Dedamore comes in motion. They give it to McCallum, and he has a hole. He busted up the middle. Up right about the first down marker. They're going to say he has it with a gain of 11 yards. Caden McCallum, back-to-back first down runs. And the Vikings continue to move the ball as we come under 6 minutes to go in the game. Expect to see a pretty heavy dose of the rushing attack as the Vikings are comfortably ahead 27-0. Alessandro Nelson stays at a quarterback. Brady Dedamore and Charles Craving set out to the far side. Dedamore comes in motion, and we have a flag before the snap. It's a false start on the Vikings, so that'll push them back 5 yards. We will repeat first down. First and 15 at the 32-yard line. Jackson Wolf and Landon Cosmore set out to the near side. Brady Dedamore and Charles Craving set up to the far side. And Caden McCallum is the lone tailback. And Alessandro Nelson drops back looking for Jackson Wolf, and it's off his hands. Pass falls incomplete. Bring up second down. The second down, 15 yards to go. Bobo Gunther checks into the game, along with Ray Gilbert. Jackson Wolf and Charles Craving set up here to the near side. Bobo Gunther and Ray Gilbert set up to the far side. And Alessandro Nelson, with McCallum as his running back, drops back to pass. With time, up top, looking for Bobo Gunther rather than Ray Gilbert, and it's out of his reach. He had Bobo Gunther down the seam, opted for Ray Gilbert toward the sideline, not able to make the connection. As we approach 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and the Vikings holding on to a 27-0 lead. Yeah, so third down, 15 yards to go from the 32. Jackson Wolf is the lone receiver. Caden McCallum is the running back. Trips to the far side. And Nelson drops back. Looking up top for Jackson Wolf. He's off the fingertips and incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. So the punt team for Santa Monica comes out. First punt of the game was blocked. See what the Vikings do here on 4th and 15 at the 32. Diego Johnson drops back. Takes the snap and gets it away. Bounces at the 45 and picked up at the 50. With space, looking for the sideline. Wrestled down by the punter. Diego Johnson with the tackle at about the 25-yard line. So it ends up being a 26-yard punt and a 25-yard return. Venice will have one more shot with 1 minute remaining in the game, and the Vikings leading 27-0. Well, the Vikings were able to get the punt away that time, which was picked up by the up man, and he found some space on the sideline. So Venice brings their offense out one more time with 40 seconds to go in the game. And the clock running. Santa Monica needs one stop. Preserve this shutout. Quarterback under center. Gives it to his running back. Trying the near side. Bounces off the first tackle. Pushed out of bounds by number 15, Skyden Bobo Gunther. Right at about the 19-yard line. So pick up a 4. We'll bring up 2nd and 6. As that is the final play of the game. So your final score from Venice High School is the Santa Monica Vikings 27 and the Venice Gondoliers 0. We hope you'll be able to join us tomorrow night as we will be back here at Venice High School for the varsity game, 7 p.m. as a good old West Side rivalry gets rekindled. It's the Gondoliers of Venice and the Vikings of Santa Monica High School. Next week, the frosh soph team will be playing Fairfax High School. So we hope you can join us tomorrow. If not, we'll talk to you next week. For Jeremy McCallum, my name's Alec Green. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a great evening.